It is common knowledge that rodents hoard nuts, stolen technology, units.
Okay.
Ravager comm bracelet, broken translation device.
Nor a rodent.
I know you have a stash hidden aboard this ship. Fetch it, now.
There ain't nothing to fetch. Groot blew our stash on Contraxia.
This is the
and
music,
the rest
I think.
gave to Quill and Gamora for the Dash Quarantine Zone access code.
A likely story.
Why don't you go bother someone else?
I intend to.
Can we listen to any of these, I wonder?
Open this door. I know you are in there, sentient tree.
Guess not.
Do not think that I do not know what you are up to. Peter Quill, order the tree to open this door. I am certain that the rodent has hidden a stash of units within the latrine. He must have asked his well-meaning accomplice to retrieve the sum and hide it from us.
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Groot has the right to some privacy.
Now is not the time for pointless civility.
I don't know if there's a kind of like a behind-the-scenes relationship deal with each of these guys. Who keeps leaving the fridge door open? I swear to God.
Don't forget to close the fridge.
Sure thing, Mom Lord.
Okay.
So, you here to talk, or you just want a gear upgrade?
We'll check in.
You're not still upset, are you?
It'd be a lot better if we didn't have 3 cycles to pay a fine.
Hey, remember that time on Conlar with the Badoon and that really hot Ascavarian girl?
Yeah, her buddies would have spaced your stupid Humy butt if me and Groot hadn't busted in.
I had things under control, mostly.
Ha! Too bad you're broke, Quill. I should be charging you for all the times we saved you.
Name one other time you saved me.
Contraxia, Nowhere, Paramitar, Ceres, Contraxia again, Malador.
Okay, so I owe you. Big.
I should have turned you in for Yondu's bounty. Sure as Scott wouldn't be scrounging for units to pay off your Nova girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. But admit it, you like being a guardian of the galaxy.
Still on the fence about the brand name, but keeping the Milano as collateral was a pretty smart move.
Never agreed to that.
If you'd
Better
rather
than
I turn you in.
gardeners.
Don't worry. I know you put a lot into this team. I'll make it up to you.
You better.
All right, now let me hit the bench.
If you want to make it up to me, find a way to pay this Flarkin fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard you.
we're doing that. Okay, let's take another look here. Consume less charge when firing the element guns maybe is good. Firing rate. Let's do less charge.
And voila!
Glide around targets for a short time while shooting. Avoid falling prone by dashing when hit with a knockdown blow. That could be useful. I don't know if we've seen a lot of that. Oh. Okay, we should maybe just save for the health and shield point stuff. Let's save for those.
Quality crafting, if I might say so myself.
What the how is this happening? This has got to be defective. To the person who took my saccharin yogurt, if I catch you, I will slowly dismember you and scatter the pieces across the galaxy. Huh. Does that say... Who's the initial? G? Because I would think that that would be like Drax.
I ain't got no units, but I can upgrade your stuff if you want.
Interactive doors. I like interactive doors. Especially when there's nothing inside of them. Okay.
Why does this thing look so sinister?
Hey, who said you could... I don't go into your room and touch
Oh,
your stuff, Quill.
I didn't mean to cut that
What?
off.
You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore? I thought Drax was bad, but wow. Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a Torg.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
So what is this thing anyway? Kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Duh.
Yes, right, of course, a spinal control thingy.
Back on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant
Jeez.
obedience.
Holy crap. Rocket.
How many super soldiers? Oh god, this is gonna be dark.
What exactly did the Kree do to you?
They ripped me apart and rebuilt me over and over and over again until I became this half-finished thing they could mold and shape and control.
Oh, Rocket, I had no idea. I mean, I knew the Kree Empire was desperate, but...
Do you know what it's like to lose all control of your body? To be in constant pain, trapped inside yourself, unable to stop the horrible things you're doing? That control unit made sure I did what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, whether I wanted to or not. A neat, furry little machine of death. Didn't take long to figure out I was better off not fighting it.
Okay. Then let's shoot this thing out the airlock. Have a little middle finger salute ceremony to the bastards who built it.
I don't think I'm ready to let go of that part of me yet.
Oh.
Maybe one day.
Are you 100% sure you want to keep it? What if it...
Controls me? I decided a long time ago, Quill, that I would never let anyone control me again. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another useful piece of junk and a few bad memories.
It's almost like he's still... Like, he's not physically controlled by it, but it's almost like it still holds an emotional stranglehold on him.
How many of you super soldiers were there on Half-World?
When the Kree started, 100, maybe. By the time I escaped, just me and Lila. She was the first one not to die from the control unit.
And Lila is also a...
What, a raccoon?
Or not, a raccoon?
You gotta understand. She was afraid of them, and the control unit made sure we stayed in line, that I stayed in line.
Oh, that sounds... awful. I can't imagine.
So, I did what I do best. I found a way to overload the control unit. When the Blueskins let us out of our cage, kaboom! I blew a hole into the side of the lab. What we didn't know, what I didn't know, was that the lab was protected by sentry bots. We got to the security fence and Lila covered me while I hacked the modulator frequency, and as soon as it opened, she pushed me through the door. I heard her die, Quill.
Jeez.
Doesn't matter now. Past is the past, right? And that thing, it's just a reminder.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that, Rocket. For real.
Okay, yeah, that was much darker than I thought it was gonna be. What do we have here? Team costumes. Rockets. You want how much for these things? When I said matching gold costumes, I meant gold colored, not actual crew tacking gold. We want potential clients to think we got wealth, not wear it right on our sleeves. That makes us a target. Here's the deal. When the time's right, we'll give you these costumes a test run. If they survive it without any holes, I'll settle up with you at, say, 6% of what you're asking. Best I can do. They look flarkin' amazing, by the way. And now I want to see them. Here's my room. That's that little watch band.
Well, well, well. Let's see if we can find some stray units in here. Really?
$37 units?
It's a little ways off.
Appear to be 6,963 units short.
If we intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill,
I know. We clearly need a plan.
and reconsider my initial proposal.
Oh, no, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always there.
Holding out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Huh, team's in trouble. Then you can't be bothered to make no
Set course
sacrifice.
for the Mocking
I will
Star system
sacrifice your head.
and take us to the majestic mountains.
but-
Guys! Maybe Rocket has something.
There's a lot of crazies out there, Quill. Willing to pay for this kind of weird.
No! Let's say my collection is actually worth something. There's no way we find a buyer in time. And even if we do, there's no way it gets us what we need. And most importantly, any attempt to sell anything of mine will result in me chopping off something valuable of yours.
It's fair.
Perhaps we should reconsider another course of action,
Yep.
such as capturing the infamous...
No!
Oh.
He says we should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. It is brilliant.
Yeah, you know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most... I am Groot. No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend. Oh, yeah?
Jeez.
You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Oh, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
It's super risky.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He is cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. Monster Queen would pay a great sum for such a creature.
Really? How great?
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And
He
I
just
know
wants-
what he ain't.
He wants the associated
I vote
value.
sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Oh god. Groot is the more convincing monster. And he did volunteer first. It's gonna hurt Rocket's feelings, but vice versa.
Well, I think Groot's more convincing, in the traditional monster sense. Groot, buddy, first of all, thank you. And second of all, I want you to know we're gonna bust you out of there right after, okay?
See, he's totally cool with it. Rocket,
All right,
he
let's
wouldn't
do
be.
this.
He would hold
Let's
that,
go
even though
sell
he
a monster.
volunteered there. He would hold that against us, and that would be a problem. Now, obviously by picking up those coins, I didn't know we were just
I'm
gonna
not
like
seriously flying into that.
skip a bunch of talking there. So
Weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather. Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
jeez. So yeah. Anyways, next time we get the chance, we'll talk to everybody else and go from there.
There! That's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Yep, no problem.
Flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
Nailed it.
Piece of cake.
You can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know how much I like scoping. Nope.
Next time, I'm flying.
Are you sure the leafy one is ready for this?
No.
Okay, here we go. Perfect.
You'll be
So we're fine, I think.
Why'd you get all gloomy right now? It don't help.
Oh, maybe.
Because you're constant complaining, Des?
Yeah, okay, good.
You are complaining about the short one complaining.
We're all complaining. Happy?
You're all complaining. Great. Keep it up. That's fantastic.
Hey, Bluebird, you copy? I know you think I sold you out, and... Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? What's a bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravagers space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were, and they also weren't.
Okay, so we're seeing the pattern here. It's nice it's not either or, so now I don't have to feel like we're gonna miss out on
Yondu and I
something.
were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, 'cause I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Chitauri have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English.
Yeah,
Said
that's
he'd
the
offered
key.
to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in the snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket load of units too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many Resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid, and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Ryder and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse.
He was the guy that was all blue, right?
Well, if you
From the
don't mind,
movies, I'm pretty sure.
I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Okay, so interesting. Okay, so we had these conversations with them. I'm curious now if I accidentally pick
Those
up something
scaly bastards
again.
didn't stand a chance.
Does she come in and talk about it? No. All right, cool. Get some winkies going, maybe some kissy faces. Yeah, looking good.
So we
Love
need
that.
units. What about selling that llama beast?
Lady
Yeah.
Hellbender would never purchase such a lowly creature.
Not
Oh,
to
this is
Lady
the,
Hellbender,
cassette
obviously,
thing.
But what about the nowhere market?
I'm not sure we'd even get 20 units out of it. Now, if we'd still have my weapon stash.
I'm just trying to listen to them.
We could have sold the weaponry.
No, if we still had my stash, we could have upgraded the Milano's weapon system and blasted Novacore out of the sky.
Oh yeah, that would have went well.
Let him dream.
Okay, so some of these are just personal. Oh, that's cool. There's the team.
Why don't we ever get missions on nice, warm, dry planets? Paramitar did have a nice forest because it was dry.
Let's check the rest of the rooms here before we leave. Oh, jeez. Now we know whose room this is.
I still believe it's a mistake to sell.
This is where she prays.
Ha, yeah, that's right. Maybe you're the mistake, musclehead.
That does not make sense.
Maybe Groot misspoke. You could say he, made a mistake.
Who's that? Oh. This is Drax's room?
Hey, Groot, you think I got time to build a sonic umbrella?
Not so sure about tooth cleaning tablets. Manual brushing is where it's at.
I can see that.
Dry up. That's
Okay,
what I
so
want to do after this.
where is Groot's place?
I don't know. After we pay this fine.
Drax,
He's gonna
Gamora,
say Contraxia again.
Contraxia?
me, Rocket.
Who cares if I'm predictable? Contraxia's got nice.
This is like storage. I guess Groot maybe doesn't have a room here. Must be down below.
This could all have been avoided if the rodent had relinquished his hidden cache of units.
How many times?
Oh, here's
do I
that
gotta tell you, I
voice
ain't got
thing.
no units.
Looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay. Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something. That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it. You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this. Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like.
Yeah, that's
TV
actually,
did not
that's
prepare me
cool.
for the realities
That
of
we
living
just
in
hear everything
space, let me
translated
tell you.
automatically.
Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket.
Yeah,
I mean,
best buds.
I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us. I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows, if this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or, I don't know. It'd be nice to finally talk to you.
Yeah, that would be
Real.
sick.
Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check.
Don't need to. Cheap scud like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working
Yeah.
together that long, you develop a common understanding. You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation.
I am Groot.
They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am and
Well,
Groot.
share me that.
So there's hope for us yet.
I am Groot.
Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool.
I think he said I am too,
I
not
thought
Groot.
you'd be thrilled to finally set foot on Seknarf 9, Drax, but you're
I'm guessing that's
awfully
the exit.
composed.
Oh, here's
In other
maybe Groot's
circumstances, I
area.
would be thrilled, but we will
No,
humiliate
maybe he doesn't
ourselves
have
by
one.
trying to sell sentient lumber to Lady Hellbender. Don't she like lumber?
Yeah, just checking the ship status, and everything looks clear.
The lady won't hurt you.
Can we pet
either
the
way.
llama?
I'll make sure of that.
Oh, you're way too soft to be a monster, big girl. Yes, you are.
No, I don't know. I'm not convinced. This thing's definitely gonna be
Bet
evil.
we could have made some money if we'd stopped by nowhere first.
Will you please stop?
Positivity? How? We're on some... No, we should not.
Me
go.
too, buddy.
We got to. It's different.
Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof. Are we
Lady,
going?
war
Because
lady.
I'm ready.
Additionally, Nova Corps confiscated your crate of weaponry.
I hope y'all like walking, because this is gonna take...
Do you need a
Of
hug?
course, no. I hate wet.
They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare, Peter Quill.
Yes, we shall, Draxy baby. I'm just gonna check this little opener deal once again, because I feel like, why is it opening? Like, why is there nothing in here? Should there be something in here? Do I need to check this every time I'm visiting the ship?
Smells like llama breath.
Oh. Oh, wait, is he pooping in there? Is that llama poop? It's little fuzzies? I don't know if those were in there before. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. Anyways. Awkward. I think I'm ready.